I am weak. Shit. What's up, everybody? I'm here to touch bases with you guys. Hey, Elohim. I love that name, Elohim. Elohim. That's one of the best names ever. Yeah, what's up? I have to touch bases. Hey, Jennifer Johnson. Shout out to St. Louis, Missouri. How are you doing? I got a few stories for y'all. You are welcome. Hey, BKMW. How you doing? Jerica Thompson, how are you? And the little family, how are you doing? Well, this live is a little special because once it's done, I'm deleting because I don't want to offend nobody. I miss you too, Jennifer. I miss you too. Yes, I do not want to offend nobody. So once this live is done, I will delete. I will definitely delete. Okay? Well, before I start the story, I've been eating like a pig, y'all. I just been eating. Today, I had jerk chicken. I had festivals. I had baked chicken. I had noodles. I had donuts. I had coffee. What else I had today? I just been eating because tomorrow I start a new journey. I'm doing low carb and I plan to stick with it for at least a month. And I'm hoping I could lose at least 20 pounds within that month. When I go on a diet, I'm usually very, very strict. I don't know if you guys know how far my journey is coming from, but I have a few pictures for y'all, and y'all won't believe it's me. You guys may not believe it's me, but I'm going to show y'all a picture. Let me get my laptop. I was big as hell, okay? And I ain't trying to get back that size. Although I've been eating like I don't care. Hey, Bernadette. I know life change, no diet. But I feel like I ain't gonna lie. The way time have been going crazy and people you know how life is not promised to you and people are just falling out on a daily basis. I ain't trying to fall out hungry. You feel me? I wanna eat good before I die. Cause it would suck if I starve myself and I deprive myself of all the good food and then I end up dead. You feel me? So I'm just trying to enjoy life right now. I'm just taking it in moderation. But yeah, when y'all see this picture, y'all ain't gonna believe this. But look how big I was. Hey, Lindy. Yes, look at how big I was. I was big as hell. Okay? My husband seen this picture. He said he never remembered me being that big. But seeing me now, he's like, "Damn, you come so far." Because I've never remember seeing you this big, but now seeing this picture, like, what the hell? Man, I used to sit down and eat a whole box of Krispy Kreme donuts. I mean, 12. I'll eat the whole dozen of Krispy Kreme donuts like it was popcorn or potato chip. I'll just sit there and just snack. Let me show you another picture. this is another picture. Okay? But yeah, I'm gonna try to stay focused. I am gonna stay focused. Hey, Samore, how you doing? Yes, I've come from such a long way, and I ain't trying to get back. So today I'm gonna start my regiment, and I'm gonna start going back to the gym. Just try to tone up some. And I wanted to tell you guys before I start my story about what took place, because I went to the viewing today. My friend's viewing, who passed away last week from cancer. I went to her viewing today, so I gotta tell y'all how it went after I show you this picture. But I came across this picture, and when Ziana was 2 years old, yeah, when Ziana was 2 years old, she had this doll, and she loved that doll so much. Okay, her and that doll was so inseparable, but the doll was ugly as hell. And I'm not lying, that was some ugly ass doll. I was scared as hell for my life when I see that damn doll. That doll looked like it was cursed. I didn't want that doll in my room. I didn't want it around my presence. Yeah, I'm gonna let y'all see this ugly ass doll and how clingy she was. Look at this doll. Look at this ugly ass doll, y'all. Come on now. What the hell is that? And she would not let that shit go. Look at this ugly. I don't know who made that crap, but they need to get sued. Hey, Crystal. I forgot who. I sure ain't bought it. Somebody must have given it to her. Y'all, I gotta give y'all a close up of the doll's face. Okay? Okay. Look at this doll's face. I'm gonna do a close up. Hold on. You can see the doll's whole teeth. Look at this crap. I was so happy when when she lost that doll. I was happy as hell. Hey, Ethan, you need to stop lying. That doll is not cute. And yes, family, that doll do look possessed as hell. It does. But let me tell y'all about. And Samar said she'd be so terrified seeing that dog. You got one yourself? Oh gosh. I don't know if you'd find this dog. I don't even know what it's called, but it looked like a little elf. His nose was pointed, his teeth were sticking out, and he had all these markings on his face. I honestly don't know how the hell that dog got in my house. But I would never allow this dog in my room. I made sure my door was closed. That's not a dog. Actually, a human. For real, Colleen. I'm telling y'all, for real. That's an ugly ass dog. But let me tell y'all what went on today. So this morning I had prepared to go to my friend's wake. It wouldn't. It would have disappeared a long time ago. I tried to get rid of that dog. That dog was. She was so clingy. She just looked for that dog. I felt so bad. I had to let her have it. But this morning I had told myself I would go to the viewing. The viewing was from 4 p.m. to 7. So I told my husband I was going to the viewing, and me and him, we went out to get some donuts and some coffee from Wawa. Mind you, the viewing starts at 4 and ends at 7. It's 6 o'clock when I remembered the viewing. I said, oh my gosh, the viewing is today. So I rushed home. I threw on a black dress and I ran by the church. I got to the church 45 minutes before the viewing was actually over. It was a lot of people there, so I just sat there and I played with my phone just a little bit. I came to accept the fact that death has taken my friend, and I didn't plan on crying. Thank you, Lindy. Yeah, I didn't plan on crying. And I was just sitting there, feeling normal. My thing was, I was just gonna sit there and let the mom see me and let the sister see me. That way, I won't have to go to the funeral tomorrow because, it's my Sabbath. I want to relax and I don't want to be crying and be sad. So, y'all listen to this. Just when the funeral got done and the pastor did his prayer, and I made my way to the mother. Why did I do that? As soon, y'all, I'm the type of person, I always think the worst. Thank you so much, the little family. Hey, DM. Yeah, I'm the type of person, I always think the worst. Okay? Because growing up, everything was always my fault. I was always in trouble. So I grew up to think the worst. So I made my way to the mom to give her a hug. And as soon as she saw me, she went to screaming my name, screaming and falling out. So here I am thinking the worst. I'm thinking, I hope this lady didn't think I killed her daughter. Yeah. I'm like, I hope she didn't think I killed her daughter. The way she's screaming my name like that in the church. I mean, she was making a scene. And no, that's not why she was crying. It's just that my mind is kind of crazy as shit. I was afraid that she thought I killed her daughter. And I mean, she went to screaming and she went to crying and she looked it so frail. And she started calling out my name. And I mean, it was like a big scene. I tell you, no lie. You would have thought I was the show. You feel me? When she saw me, you would have thought the whole thing was about me, the way she made a scene and started screaming my name. She was like, Farrah! Farrah! Ah! And she was just falling out. So I went to grab her. And she had gotten so frail and so small because, I told you she got cancer herself. So I had to wrap my hands around her head and I held her. And I'm trying to hold her because she's going crazy as she's seen me and she was crying. And she was like, who's going to do Sophie's hair again? Who's going to do Sophie's hair again? Who's going to do Sophie's hair again? And I'm holding her and I just broke down and I just started crying. And I didn't mean to cry, man. I tell y'all, I went to that church like a soldier. I went there like a soldier. I didn't plan on crying. And this lady did it for me. She did it for me, man. She just, I mean, she was screaming my name for a very long time. So after I hugged her and I got her together, I just walked out. I didn't even go for refreshment because, my greedy ass. I was trying to get a patty at the end of the wake. Yeah, I was trying to get me a Haitian patty. But I was so hurt I couldn't even eat nothing. So I called my husband on my way to the car and I was crying on the phone. And I told my husband I can't take this no more. I can't take all that heartbreak. And my husband told me to come home. I just went home. But on my drive home, um hey, hey, he told me to shut up. Yeah, on my drive home, I replayed everything and it kind of touched me. The way they viewed me, the way I impacted Sophie's life, that the mother reacted like that. At first, it was kind of spooky, but then my heart started to warm up like, wow, Sophie must have really loved me for her mom to react like that, the way she did as soon as she seen my face, you know? Because, like I said, I don't know if it's connection I have with people, but I've been texting Sophie. I have it on my phone. I could screenshot it. I've been texting her, telling her she's on my mind. And I'm checking on you. And she's always telling me that, yes, it's kindred spirit. And she's always saying to me, oh, I'm doing good. How's the family? And then 2 months later, hey, Sophie, how you doing, sweetie? You're on my mind. And she said, "Oh, I'm doing good. I'm at work. How's the family?" Then I text her again, "Hey, sweetie, I just woke up with you on my mind, not putting my finger on something may be wrong and that I need to pray." I'm thinking it's probably because I just missed her. But every prank I've done, I've sent them to her. I thank God that I was able to do that because the whole time I'm doing pranks and I'm sending her pranks, she was on the hospital bed watching and laughing, and I was helping her heal, you know? She would send me laughing emoji. Thank you, Lindy. She would send me laughing emojis and stuff like that. So she impacted my life. She did, and I impacted her the same way. I mean, she was, in fact, one of the pranks that's on the hairdresser pranksters page. I don't know if you guys recall the prank I did with the deportation when I called and said that you got my mother deported, and they went to yelling like, how did I get your how did my mom get your mother deported? My mom did not get your mother deported. She's the one who influenced that prank because she gave me the number to the girl to prank, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna miss her. I'm glad I have a video with her with that hot chip that I could go back and it's like she's still alive to me. Her spirit was so strong. I mean, yeah. But it was a closed casket funeral. The mother did not want us to see the condition that she was in. You know, when you die of cancer, a lot of time, um, you're you thin out. Because I had a cousin who died last year. She died of cancer, and my mother told me that I wouldn't be able to see her because her entire teeth was exposed from how thin she had gotten. And I had just did her hair, and she was like, "Farrah, I have cancer." And I'm like, "Yeah, mom and daddy told me you had cancer." I'm like, "I'm gonna pray for you and stuff." But 4 months later, she'd be dead. It took her so quick. Cancer took her so quick. I don't understand that disease at all.
Anytime,
Yeah, I don't understand cancer at
anytime
all.
me no have, me just
But
know.
it's sad.
Look
But
towards it because
I won't be going
some
to the
people
funeral
want
tomorrow,
to
like I said.
full out of
Yeah.
and walk out.
Well, it was something else I had to show y'all. What was it that I had to show y'all? Let me go on my phone. Someone I did not know you were a cancer survivor, and I pray that the favor of God is supernatural in your life. That cancer have no doorways back into your life. In Yeshua's name, I plead the blood of Christ over you, and I claim the Lamb's blood over your life, over your household, and Yahweh will take care of you. You are in the palm of God's hand. And for anyone out there who is suffering in silence from cancer, I claim the Lamb's blood at your doorpost, that no weapon that is formed against you shall prosper. In Jesus' name. I could imagine some more. Shabbat Shalom, Bernadette. Yes. Hey, Jules. Yeah, cancer could be crazy. I have a few people right now who's I have one young lady. She's a friend of mine. I've been going to school with her since I was 7 years old. But I'm gonna tell you guys a story, okay? Hopefully she's not watching. Hey, hopefully she's not watching. Let's just hope she's not watching. But I'm gonna tell y'all a story about my friend. But when I came from Haiti in the 80s, the first school I went to was Dillard Elementary School. Then I started going to Riverland Elementary School. And I didn't know. English too well. Thank you so much, some more. Thank you, sis, Carlene. Yeah, I didn't know English too well, so the only word that I knew was yes. I mean, you couldn't tell me nothing because I knew yes. That yes word, I said it with confidence because I knew that word so well and so clear. So one day at school, I don't know, somebody had stole something. They had stole something, and I think because the kids knew I didn't speak English, so they had lied and told the teacher that I had stolen it. So the teacher came to me and said, "Hey, were you the one who stole that thing that was on my desk?" I said, "Yes," with a smile. Yes. She said, "You mean to tell me that you went in my desk and then you stole this and you stole that?" I'm like, "Yes." Yes. And she was like, "Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you sure you understand what I'm saying?" I was like, "Yes. Yes." And she was like, "Are you just saying yes to everything?" I'm like, "Yes." Oh my gosh. And that is the only reason why I ain't get suspended, y'all. Because she found out that I was just saying yes to every damn thing, okay? She found out I was saying yes to every damn thing. But back to my home girl, yeah. So I started going to Riverland Elementary Schools, and I didn't know English so well. You know, back in the days, they didn't like Haitians so well. They were like, "Oh, Haitian eat cats, Haitian this, and Haitians that." And I used to be so nervous to go to school because I'd be picked on every single day for being a Haitian. So one day I decided, you know what? I'm not gonna tell them I'm Haitian. I gotta find something else to say. I'm gonna say I'm from Africa. So when I went to school, I said I'm from Africa. They called me an African booty scratcher. So I had nowhere to run. I couldn't be a Haitian because I eat cats. I couldn't be African because I scratch my booty. I'm like, damn, I can't win for trying shit. You feel me? So I just stuck with the Haitian. So this girl, her and her friend, they walked up to me. I'll tell y'all no lie. I was 7 years old, about 7 or 8 years old, and they spat on my face. They just spit on my face. Just because I was Haitian, they walked up and they spit on my face. And I was shocked. I was so shocked because I didn't do anything to them. And I went home. I didn't tell my mom. I'm not sure if I told my parents. Yeah, I'm not sure if I told my parents about it, but I went home and it just replayed on my mind back and forth and back and forth. But I tell y'all, the spirit of the ancestors, I believe in those ancestry spirits, believe me. Because when I woke up and I went to school, I was ready. So I seen them two girls who spat on my face. See, when they spat on my face, I didn't do nothing. I was so scary. But when I went home and then the thing just kept playing in my head, I woke up with a rage. So when I came out the cafeteria and I seen them, I grabbed one with my left hand and I grabbed one with my right hand. And I slammed them on the gate. And by then I knew a couple more words and they weren't good words. It was like, "Don't F with me." That's the word I knew. So I slammed them on the in the fence and I told them, "Don't F with me." And from then on, every time they saw me, they would run the opposite direction. Instead of calling me the Haitian cat, they were like, "There go that crazy Haitian girl." See, I'd rather be a crazy Haitian girl and you respect me than be a scary Haitian girl where you get to spit in my face and I don't do nothing. You know? So yeah, that was my life. But what I'm saying is, one of the girls who has spat on my face right now, me and her, we are very close. And this is years later. And I don't think she remembered, y'all, that she spat in my face. because she swear we were best friends. But you know, the victims never forget. We never forget. Like a Haitian said, we never forget nothing. We ain't gonna forget nothing, man. But she's such a sweetheart, and I love her. You know, um, I've been there for her, and likewise, she had been there for me. She's my friend, and that was the past. When you're a child, it's bad when you've done wrong and you don't change. But when you come to see the errors of your ways and then you change, what is there to hold on to? I'm not holding on to no grudge. That's my sister, and I love her. Okay, I love her so much. And when she came and told me that she was diagnosed with cancer, that she's going through treatments, and the stuff that she tells me that she have to go through for her treatment, oh my gosh, it is horrible. She tells me that they have this long needle, and they have to take their time and stick the needle in her hip. And she said to stick the needle in her hip takes 8 minutes. It's an 8 minute process because they have to take their time. Oh, damn. You mean to tell me you're going to be sticking a needle in my hip and it's going to take you 8 minutes to stick it in and stick it out? Oh, hell nah. You might as well just take my hip and throw it in the garbage. Because, I can't deal with that kind of pain. So we're going to pray for her. We're going to pray for her because she's a sweetheart. I don't have to say her name. God knows who I'm talking about. And God will know who y'all talking about. Just pray for her healing. Because with God, all things are possible. All things are possible. Yeah. Well, this is going to be our little chat. It's been 27 minutes. I don't want to go over 30 minutes. So, I don't know if you guys have tried this pink cranberry. If you guys haven't tried it yet, it is so refreshing. When you get it, make sure it's very cold. Hey, Reggie. Make sure it's very cold. It is so refreshing. And I bought 2 bottles, and girls and guys. And it was a needles every day to access the power port. Oh, man. Them needles ain't no joke. I don't like needles for nothing. I don't like needles. I went to get a B12 shot, and the needles are so tiny and skinny, you can't even feel nothing. Man, I was squinching my eyes. I was squinching so hard, and that lady was looking at me like I was crazy. Yeah, she was looking at me like I was crazy. So, guys, again, I'm starting my diet journey tomorrow. I don't know who wants to start with me. Who would like to start the journey with me? Okay? I did my cheating all this week. All this week. The only thing I didn't do, I was gonna bake I love pumpkin spice. For those who know me, I love pumpkin spice. In fact, I found pumpkin spice candy apple at Publix. I was so excited. And when I bit into that candy apple, oh, it bit me right back. It was so nice. Boy, that candy apple, I'm going to miss it. On my journey tomorrow, I'm going to miss it. But I'm going to keep focused. And I want at least somebody to join the journey with me. Right now, I'm 170, I think 73 pounds. So next week, Friday, I will give y'all an update because I expect to lose at least 5 pounds by next week. Okay? 5 pounds by next week. And if I lose 5 pounds next week, all of y'all owe me $1. So I could buy me a caffeine-free coffee. I ain't finna cheat. Y'all thought I said I was finna cheat. Nah. Get me a coffee. But thank you, Carlene. I love y'all. Y'all, if y'all seen Carlene Matea on my on the chat right now, we grew up together. And she was my little sister. She was my next door neighbor. She was my little sister. When I tell y'all, just one last little story. When I tell y'all I love that girl so much, I was that sister that y'all didn't want. Okay? Because I was overprotective. I was jealous as hell. She couldn't have no friends. She couldn't have no cousins. I was it. It was her and her twin sisters. Her, Nellie, and Julie. They couldn't have no friends. I would fight them because they were mine. I felt like I owned them. They were mine. When they went to school, I would clean their room. I would cook the dinner. And when they were bad, their dad would give me a belt. I would discipline them, or I'd pretend to be disciplining them. Those were my sisters. And if I didn't say that before, Colleen, you, Nelly, and Julie, you guys saved my life. Because growing up, I was such a depressed person. I was so depressed. I didn't have sisters. I had 7 brothers. No sisters at all. And I had prayed that God would give me sisters. And I woke up one day, I have 3 girls next door. So I didn't know how to introduce myself to them. So what I did is, I think they had some music playing in their garage. I just walked right into the garage and started doing Doodle Brown. I just started popping my coochie. I just started dancing. Okay? And then they had candy and they had a whole box of fortune cookie, and then I just ate all their little candy and their fortune cookie, and they couldn't keep me away. I was like one of those stray cats that just kept coming back until I became the family. Until this day, we are tight, we are a bond, and God put them in my life for a reason, boy. I'll tell y'all. Back then, anybody try to take my sister from me, man, I'll tell you, I would jump kick them. I turned Jackie Chan on anybody for my sisters. That's how I felt. Yeah, but I got so much story. I used to torment my sisters. I remember my brother had caught a catfish, and I knew they were scared of catfish. So what I did is I took the catfish, I ran in their house with it, and I had them cornered. And love you too, sis. I had them cornered, and I would not let them out of the corner until they touched the catfish stomach. They had to press it. So as soon as they pressed the stomach, I went meow, and I could just hear them scream. We have so much story, but one day I will get together with them, and we'll have to tell y'all the story, all of us together. All right. But that is all I have for tonight, y'all. I want y'all to have a wonderful night. God bless y'all. Stay safe and stay prayed up and stay stocked up. I heard it's going to be a food shortage. I don't know how true it is, but I ain't trying to find out on an empty house. Make sure your house is stored up. Whether it's true or not, protect yourself. Protect your family. If it's not true, guess what? You got food in your house. How about that? You got water in your house. And it's not going to go to waste because you're still going to use it. But get ready. You know? Just like David has stored up grains for 7 years, store yourself some food. Don't don't have lack of wisdom, because people die from lack of wisdom. They're like, oh, I'm okay, I'm not scared. God gonna take care of you. It's not being scared. It's getting ready. It's getting prepared. It's not being scared. God helped those who help themselves. He helped those who help themselves. Who's to know if God is not leading you to help somebody else, where you have just enough to share with the next person, where you have just enough to share with the next person. The diapers I have for Yael, my baby that I lost last year, I still got them here. And the reason I ain't selling my diapers like I'm supposed to is because I said to myself, one day somebody's gonna need it, and I don't want to sell them. I'd rather give them away. I don't want to sell them, so I just keep them to myself. Amen. You'll never know when the enemy will attack. The enemy will attack unsuspectedly. Just like a snake, just like y'all see how cats crawl? And sometimes you can't see the cat coming, and And I'm talking about when I say cat, I mean those big cat, like lions, even regular cats. They're sneaky. They're sneaky. Yeah, so like I said, I ain't gonna hold y'all up. Okay. Hey Chris. Chris. Chris plays Roblox. You just like my daughters. That Roblox game, y'all. My daughter was Ziana was playing Roblox, and I ain't gonna tell y'all. I had went and this grown man was messaging her, pretending to be 13. No, I think he was pretending to be 9 years old, but he was a grown man. And when I threatened to have him trace and call the police, he ended up blocking the whole account. But I knew it was a man because when I looked at his profile, you know how people are so stupid sometimes. They'll they'll do their username as their year of birth, and he was like, it was something 78. I'm like, what the hell? That's a grown man. That's the year he was born. Okay, and the kind of question he was asking my daughter was so inappropriate. Like, don't tell your mother. Don't tell your daddy. This would be our little secret. And I told my daughter, look, don't ever hide nothing like that from us. Because that's a man you're talking to. A grown man is not a child. And I had to talk to her. I didn't yell at her, but I had to educate her. You can't yell at your kids. You have to educate them. Let them know why you're doing what you're doing and you're trying to save them and help them out. Because once you start yelling at them, when they get in trouble and they get in a situation just like the one I'm just speaking of, they won't know how to approach you because they will remember how you reacted the last time and they'll try to fix it themselves. And a lot of time it don't turn out good. So always know how to talk to your kids. All right, y'all. Love y'all. I'm going to end this live. We'll talk again. God bless. Have a good night. Mwah. Bye.